Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore and Hong Kong all had their representatives in the AFC Champions League knocked out of the tournament at the second qualifying round stage. Good day for Thailand though, who see both of their teams live to fight another day. Here are the results from last night. Hanoi whipping Persib Bandung 4-0 at the My Dinh Stadium. Guangzhou R&F whacking the Warriors of Singapore 3-0. Chonburi FC whacking Kitchee of Hong Kong 4-1. And Bangkok Glass shattering the hopes of Johor Darul Taksim over there in Thailand, which is where Dan Ogunshakin was.
A win for Bangkok Glass or Johor Darul Taksim would see either of them move one step closer to the AFC Champions League group stage, and the fans gathered expectantly before kick-off. The visiting JDT fans were full of noise and confidence. Big game coming up in a minute. Are you confident that JDT can beat Bangkok Glass?
Of course.
The Bangkok Glass fans more subdued, but still expecting a win. What do you think the score is going to be between the two teams?
3-1.
Both teams emerged onto the pitch but seemed to suffer from stage fright, as it was some 23 minutes before a keeper was fully tested. Narit Tawikul tipping over Jorge Diaz's free kick. If that seemed like a good effort, it paled in comparison to Narong Jansawek's blockbuster which broke the deadlock. 1-0 at half-time. After the break, Bangkok cut loose, hitting JDT on the break thanks to the pace and finishing of Lazarus Kayimbi, who made it 2. 10 minutes later and it was 3-0. Kayimbi finishing off yet another rapier-like counter-attack. Bangkok had a chance to make it 4-0 moments later when Tanasit Siripala was brought down in the box, but Darko Taveski put his spot kick over. There was almost a spectacular fourth as time ticked away. Pravinwat Bunyong almost embarrassing Farizel Marlias in the JDT net. But it remained 3-0 and Bangkok through to the next round.
Well, Matt, congratulations, 3-0, fantastic win. How would you rate that performance tonight?
You know, we're going into the game thinking that they're a good team. You know, we've done a lot of homework on them, and I'm very, very pleased with our players tonight. I think that's one of the best performances that we've had in our pre-season so far.
What are your ambitions for Bangkok Glass?
Well, basically, we're putting a team together this year that is both from experience of the international players and also from the youngster, the youth system that we bring on. I think it takes time to actually to mold them up.
So Johor Darul Taksim unable to smash the AFC Champions League dreams of Bangkok Glass as they progress through to the next round. Beijing Guan in the qualifiers, however, might prove to be the glass ceiling Bangkok are unable to shatter, but they'll meet them full of confidence after tonight's impressive result. For Fox Sports Asia in Thailand, I'm Dan Ogunshakin.
Thanks, Dan. The champions of Singapore, Warriors FC, travelled to face Guangzhou R&F and they were volleyed out of the tournament. First of all by Jiang Shupeng. How about that? Just outside the box, side of the foot, effectively into an empty net. Keeper didn't move. Zhang Hyun-soo, that's a super finish. And how well he did to keep that down, because he put his leg through it, didn't he? Zhang Shou sealed the win to make it 3-0. Volleying that home after it bounced off the crossbar. In studio with me is Shamir Osman. He's from the New Paper in Singapore, and up here on the big screen we have Matt Riley, who works with professional football clubs in Thailand. Good to have you both with us. Shamir, let me ask you first, the Warriors well beaten last night, weren't they? But we expected that, didn't we?
Well, Alex Weaver wouldn't like me saying this, but seriously, there are not many in the local scene who would expect anything different. Having a Singapore side that, well, the S League hasn't been doing the best of late, and the teams aren't particularly very strong these days. And in the Champions League, you can play with 4 foreigners, and the Warriors were only playing with 3. And really, didn't expect much else.
Difficult times for Singapore football, but lots of chances for them to progress. Matt, Thailand winning the Suzuki Cup and then good success at club level last night for the country. It's a really buoyant time over there in Thailand, football-wise, isn't it?
It certainly is, Steve. Interesting last night, though, there was a lack of challenge for Chonburi and Bangkok Glass. You know, a lot of fans left the ground wondering what the real levels were for BG and for Chonburi, because essentially both games were over within an hour. But certainly after the Suzuki Cup success, Thailand, it's a new role here, Steve, especially for the pin-up boy Chiril Chapui, who's obviously got many admirers across Asia.
Yeah, great times for Thailand. Just turning to Malaysia, Shamir, they've got tremendous resources at their disposal. And I suppose we don't expect great success overnight, but soon, shortly, we will be expecting great things from this club, won't we?
Johor Darul Taksim are getting a lot of things right, from the backroom staff to even embracing social media, Facebook and Twitter. They've embraced the entire football philosophy, and it's not just on the pitch. It's in the dressing rooms, in the boardrooms, and all that. And they will get their act together, I feel. And they've got a good coach in Boyan Hodak. They've got great players, Ciano Figueroa, Jorge Diaz. I think they will be a force to be reckoned with very soon.
So no more action for Malaysian clubs in this tournament. Thailand, though, still a couple of clubs left in. How are they going to do in that third and final qualifying round, Matt? Are they going to make it to the group stage?
I have to say, Steve, it's a huge challenge. I was talking to the chairman of Bangkok Glass last night, and I don't know whether he was just trying to hedge his bet, but he felt that they would win, as they did last night, but he really doesn't expect much in Beijing. I mean, they're such a strong powerhouse, Beijing Goan, and of course for Chonburi, Kashiwa Reysol. It's a very strange round in a way, Steve, because of course the teams that have lost have now got 6 AFC Cup games, but for the two Thai clubs, not only is it going to be freezing cold on Friday when Bangkok Glass fly out to Beijing, but I think it's a tremendous challenge this early in the season for both clubs.
Yeah, big challenge. We wish them very best of luck, though. 2 of those games, incidentally, you can see on the Fox Sports Network. We'll give you more details of that as we get them. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your input today. Still to come in your immediate future. James Harden strikes again, this time against the Phoenix Suns. Plus, we catch up with the world's youngest ever #1 golfer to see how she's coping.